videos, but I'm so excited to share this because I think this is more than anything else I can show you. This is going to be something that will inspire your heart, encourage you to go after your dreams, and if you're ever feeling down or hopeless, I think that these stories are really going to help give you that extra something to say, I can totally do this if these people can. So I want to have you meet a couple people that are going to help tell the story and encourage you too. And feel free to share this video with as many people as you want. I hope this can be like a message and we can be like a band of people that are encouraging others and being like a positive part in this world of people that don't really encourage you to do things. And I hope this is, and if you know somebody that can use this, then feel free to share this video, post it on your MySpace or Facebook or whatever. But I'm really excited. This is something different, but I hope you guys like it, and I hope it touches your heart and your day, and most of all, your dreams too. So let's get started. So first off, Oscar, how did this happen that you have a prosthetic leg? And
it was just a congenital birth defect, so I just was born that way. Umbilical cord.
Oh, no.
It just wrapped around my limbs and my fingers and my left foot.
So how did you get involved in the Enabled Project? How did you get contacted, or how did it all start?
I just got this call from this guy, Ian, one day, and he was like, yo, I got your number from Amy Purdy, who's a mutual friend. And he was like, I'm doing this project, and I want to get you in on it. And then he was like, I just want to take some photos of you skating. Mm-hmm. I was like, sick, whatever, I'm down. I'm always down. So we went out and shot one day, and I took him to some spots. He was like, first of all, I've met him. Well, over the phone, he asked me a bunch of questions. He was like, well, what are you into? What can you do? I don't want to kill you or nothing. And so I was just like, I kind of wanted to blow his mind. And I was like, I'll take him to some gnarly spots and see what I can do. And so we did. And I don't know what it was, but usually when I go filming or get some pictures with my friends, it's usually okay, but it's with everything, it's hit or miss.
Right.
And this, the first time we were gonna go shoot, it was pretty miss with him. I took some gnarly bails, and I don't know, I dug his vibe, he dug mine, I guess, and we just clicked from there. And I just kept wanting to push myself because I was like, damn, dude, because he told me his credit was transfer and blah blah, and I was like, oh shit, transfer, that stuck out in my mind. And so I was like, I'm gonna go balls out for this guy, and then I did, and it was pretty chill. We got some photos in, and then he started talking to me and told me the true meaning of the project, and I was really into it. I was like, yeah, definitely, not just inspiration, but just way beyond that, surpasses, just seriously mind blowing.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff I getting behind, and I gave him the okay, and then from then on, we went out and shot some more photos, and after seeing them now, I'm pretty stoked how they turned out.
Well, the crazy thing is, I put one of my pictures up on the blog, and it's the one where you're sitting there and your arms are crossed, and you can't see that he doesn't have hands because his arms are crossed. And then in the picture you see both of his shoes,
right. And
then nobody even noticed that you didn't have a leg there. It's
really?
A shoe on the ground, and then where his leg stopped, and nobody even noticed till I said something I didn't even know. I wonder why the shoe. I saw light. I was like, nobody even saw it. That was the craziest part. I love that picture though.
Yeah, that's why I was so stoked on the project, because when we took that picture, I didn't get it. I was like, well, what are you trying to do here?
You look like a rock star in that picture, Oscar.
And he was just like, dude, just trust me. I was like, all right, for sure. And it looked so dope, yeah. And I looked at it too, and I was like, wow, that kind of doesn't look like out of
It's funny to see that. People probably don't even know, when you have pants on and it covers all this, they don't even know. Huh?
Yeah, definitely. This one time, every summer there's this an event called the Extremity Games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's geared just for disabled athletes or whatever. So like the first few years I went there, I don't skate in shorts, not because I don't like showing off my leg.
Yeah.
I just don't like skating in shorts because they give you sick shinners.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
the pants add a layer of protection.
Yeah.
So I always skate in pants. So I went to this contest and I skated in pants, and right away the people could see my hands when I skate.
Right, yeah.
So that's the first thing they noticed, and then I ended up breaking one of my prosthetic foots in practice. So I'm limping, hobbling to the bench or whatever, and I see these group of guys just staring at me, and they're like, "You're not in any pain?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "Because the foot was just dangling." So they thought I had broken my foot, like for real. And I'm just like walking on it like, like my face looks mad just because I was, but I guess they interpreted that for pain or whatever, or they thought I was a strong guy. But they came up to me after and they're like, "Dude, you're not in that pain? Like that was a gnarly. Like look at your foot." And I was just like, "Oh, you mean this?" And it was just like dangling, like this was over here. They were like, "Yeah." And then I lifted up my pant leg. And then they were like, "Oh," they were like, "My bad, like we thought you had 2 real legs." And I was like, "Nah, man, why would I be at this contest if I did?"
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever win?
Yeah, I won. I got first in last year's contest.
Congratulations.
And the other ones I've gotten second and fourth.
Where's that
The first 2 years were in Florida.
at? Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then it was the last 2 years have been in Michigan. They're started by this company called College Park. It's a prosthetic company.
Uh-huh.
So they just had this. It was a brilliant idea.
That's so
I think of just
neat.
like throwing this contest of all events. They have different types of events from skateboarding to wakeboarding to rock climbing.
Wow.
And it's all for people that are physically challenged or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then like from there, that's how I met other amputees or whatever.
Really?
And like that's how I found out about the phantom pains and all that, because
Yeah.
everybody would tell their different stories, and I was pretty amazed. And then it get to me, and I'd be like, "Oh no, I'm just born this way. Boring." You know?
That's not boring because you had to overcome so many things without
Yeah.
even knowing it. That's what's amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
That is so neat. Ask you all kind of questions and being open to things.
No
I
problem.
think that's the key to things. Like if people are really open and honest, it takes a wall down, and then people really feel like they get to know you. You really touch their heart by being real.
Definitely.
And this is so inspiring. I hope this encourages you guys to go after your dreams and not let anything stop you. And anytime you're feeling bad about something, you can definitely think about stories like your story is totally inspiring to me.
Thank you.
It makes you want to feel a lot braver and think your problems really aren't so bad when you do this every day. And
Right.
people shake my hand normally, and I still think it's hard to deal with this stuff all the time. So thank you so much. I don't want a handshake. I want a hug.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank
Bye.
you. Peace.
So hi, I'm here with one of my really good friends, Ian Reuter, and he's an amazing photographer that works on lots of other things that you've probably seen in magazines, but this project was something that was amazing and beautiful, and people that see it are either brought to tears or crying, and I have when I saw some of these images. They're so inspiring and so beautiful, and I want to share a little bit of it with you so you can see how amazing it is, and I hope it inspires you and touches you too. So when did you start this project?
I started this project about 3 years ago, and it's a project about disabled athletes, and they all do action sports. And that's the common thread, and then through this project, the story started to really unfold, and I started realizing it was about a bunch of other things and not just the sports or these people. It was more about life.
How do you think you were inspired or changed when you started doing this project?
Well, I was inspired. Like when I started doing it, my life started going in a really crazy direction. I started, like, all these people around me started passing away, and friends and family, and it was really hard for me. And then working with these kids and these athletes, I started looking at it like, well, if they can go through this and make it and be fine and prevail, then I'm going to be okay. And the more I started working on it, the more it started pulling me out of this depression and like these really bad feelings that I had, and I started knowing it was going to be okay. So it just drove me harder to do it, and I got so fascinated by it that I couldn't stop.
Well, what do you think is, how do you think this project is going to help kids that are involved in it, like the kids that you shot?
Well, the kids that are in it, what it started out was I learned through a girl named Amy Purdy was the first person I shot, and she started telling me about her story, and she's like, Ian, I snowboard and I have this nonprofit organization and I do this, but the basis of it is we want to make it so disabled athletes in this can do action sports and have the equipment to do it, because the leg can cost up to $20,000. So for someone that doesn't have that kind of money or the right insurance, which is common, it's almost impossible for them to get like the real good stuff. And I believe everyone should have like a leg that is the best leg possible in the world that you can use, and then allowing you to do those sports and go out and have fun and be normal. Well, not normal, but be.
You can do everything everybody else.
Just be involved in things, and it's just it's a piece of technology that should.
So there's like two sides to this. One side is that this is encouraging and inspiring people, and the other side is that this will bring awareness and help other kids that have problem, they need prosthetic arm or leg or whatever it is.
Right, and then some of the athletes are also in wheelchairs, so they're paraplegic and this and that. So it even goes farther than just the prosthetics.
So what do you want to do beyond, once you have, because the images are amazing, then what do you want to do?
So I started shooting these people, and I really started talking to them. And the photos are one thing, and they tell a story through like a photo essay, but when I hear everyone's stories and how compelling they were, and I wanted to share that with the world, because the stories are what's going to really inspire people, and you're really going to feel like it's just going to be amazing, because they're the most incredible stories I've ever heard, and I don't even think you can make them up, and they're all real. And these people are really out there, and they're really doing this.
So what do you think, what is your biggest dream? Like, what would happen if you could have everything go the way you want with this?
Well, what I want to do with this project is, first of all, I shot all these photos, and I was going to have an art show and have it travel and go around, and then I was like, I need the stories. And then people were like saying, oh, you should do a book. So I want to put all three of these elements together and spread this message out throughout everywhere. And then, so I'm like, okay, I need to do a documentary, I need to do a book, I need to do this. And I've completely tapped out all my own personal resources, and I just put in so much. So now I'm just like, I need to show people a little bit, like a preview in this, and then bring all these people together and say, okay, now let's do this together.
Right.
So I wanted to start involving everyone. I just wanted to have just random people be involved and be a part of it and be touched by it.
So what is your first step? What's the first thing that you're going to do where people can help?
What I want to do is have an art show in downtown Los Angeles as a preview for the photos. And I want to bring in a lot of people and some of my clients that I work with through photography and some other ones, and just present this to them in a way so they can look at it and see if they really want to be a part of it. And then through them, then I can use those outlets and spread it out throughout.